We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy. Now, this is probably. Let me start off by saying, when you talk about Undisputed, when you talk about history, when you talk about greatness, this is one of the best fights I've ever seen. I was completely entertained. I was thoroughly entertained. And Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, these guys put on a great performance. I respect both of these guys. Alexander Usyk, undisputed, is now the king of this era. I mean, Alexander Usyk was, let me break it down. He's been undisputed at cruiserweight, goes up to heavyweight, becomes undisputed at that point. And now at this point, you see Usyk has already beaten Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, literally two of the top three heavyweights, and he's the third. So at the end of the day, you have to say that Alexander Usyk is literally the top dog of this era when it comes to heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen in the rematch. I'm going to tell you one thing real quick. First off, Tyson Fury was saved in this fight. Tyson Fury was saved. I believe it was the 9th round Tyson Fury was saved. It looks like this man was about to be sent straight to hell by Alexander Usyk. In round 9, I thought Usyk was sitting this man to him. I seen his eyes roll to the back of his head. Tyson Fury looked like he was out on his feet, and the ref would have been justified to call the fight and say it was over from that point and give the fight to Usyk. I wouldn't have been mad at that, and Usyk would have got a stoppage victory. But at the same time, I thought Tyson Fury was up. I thought Tyson Fury was, controlling the fight prior to that. Prior to Usyk coming back on that charge, I thought Tyson Fury was controlling the fight. I thought this was a very close fight by the end of the fight based on all the work Tyson Fury put in at the beginning of the fight. I would have been okay with a draw. I would have been okay with Fury winning in a close fight, and I'm okay with Usyk winning in a close fight. For me, the knockdown changed everything. And honestly, I thought Tyson Fury was about to be knocked out. He was literally saved by the bell, and I would not have been mad if the ref would have called off the fight. That's my thoughts on it. Usyk is a bad man. Usyk is a bad man. That is one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life. He's a different breed. This man's a different monster and a different animal, and taking nothing away from Tyson Fury, because if you really look at it, the fight could have went either way, and I'm not mad at Tyson Fury. I think he does much better in the rematch. Tyson Fury almost could have had Usyk out early in the fight. He was very hurt multiple times. Tyson Fury had full control. This was a great fight, beginning to end, from both guys. I respect both guys. No robbery either way. I don't think this was any kind of robbery. If somebody thinks this is a robbery, you're smoking crack. Either guy could have won the fight. It was very close. I think Fury did enough to win. I think Usyk could have did enough to win. I would have been satisfied with a draw or a win either way. I'm fine with it. But look, man, let's get to it. We got a lot of people that want to get on with the landlord. Talk to me about everything. Salute to Malik. And, let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, man. Oh my gosh. This is one of the best fights I've ever seen. Let's get to the first caller. And Body Bag says, beautiful fight. Can't wait for the rematch. It was a great fight, and I'm really excited for the rematch. Maybe Usyk stops him completely this time. Maybe Fury doesn't take his foot off the gas when he's in control and stops Usyk. I don't know. Maybe it's another decision. I don't know. Either guy can win the rematch. This could go either way. Hit Kid says, got a prediction wrong, but happy overall. Usyk is a pound-for-pound fighter. In my opinion, based on this performance, I have to put Usyk at number 2 behind Inoue. Crawford 3, Usyk 2, Inoue 1. That's how I have it. I'm sorry. My brother Daniel Hernandez says, hey, Nuke, I hope you're having a good day and you can roast me all you want, but I still have Fury winning. I'm not going to roast you for that because I could have saw Fury winning the fight. He won enough rounds to win the fight, but in my scorecard, and even a judge saw it that way. We also had Usyk doing enough. It could have been a draw or it could have been a close fight either way. Very close. No robbery either way. Not mad at it because in my own scorecard, I thought Fury edged the fight by a round. But hey, I'm not mad at it. Congratulations to Alexander Usyk. He's a bad man. He's pound for pound. He's elite. And he's the guy leading this era of the heavyweight division. Lobo says Usyk does not shut the refrigerator door with his hips. Shout out to Alexander Usyk. That's a bad man. That's a bad man. The big boss. What's good with you, big boss?
Salute, Nuke. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Always my brother. How did you see the fight?
Oh my God. Oh, honestly, the first early rounds in the first half, it was all Fury, man. He kept his distance after 2 rounds. He realized that Usyk was coming in, heading for those shots in the head. But then after that, kept his distance. He was controlling the fight with his distance and his reach, and was hitting Usyk on the body. So I honestly thought, Usyk he was getting hurt around those rounds, but then afterwards, around the eighth and ninth, that's when Usyk, man, he went to full rage mode. That was absolutely incredible. And like you said, it could have gone either way. I'm just glad there was no controversy today, and I'm just glad, we had a fair, clean fight. And unlike the one with Fury and Ngannou, this one was just absolutely incredible. So yeah, no, congrats to Usyk, man. Definitely, he is definitely at number 2 behind Inoue. And yeah, man. And also, props to Fury, man. He tried his best. It's just Usyk. He's just got that extra grip in him.
How do you see the rematch going?
The rematch, whew, honestly, I see this time we should see a stoppage. And for me personally, I think Usyk takes him down this time. And
Woo!
oh yeah, I think that he sees that.
Man.
Usyk sees that, and in the second half, he realized what he had to do because Fury kept his distance with that long reach of his. So I think I think in the rematch, definitely Usyk will knock down Tyson Fury this time, knock him out.
Okay. I respect that, my brother. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you jumping on. Let me get to the next
All
caller.
right,
Thank
man.
you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Salute.
Salute. Gil says, "Yo, fam, Fury lost and Frank Sanchez lost too." Damn. Oh man, this was a night because somebody's O has got to go. Mo said Usyk made Fury feel dead. Congrats to both. It was an excellent fight. Usyk pound for pound number 1, according to my brother L. And look, man, I'm not mad at it. Usyk put on a great performance tonight. He's a hell of a fighter and he's a bad man. My brother Andre says, if this wasn't in Saudi, Usyk would have been robbed. Usyk is a monster. Usyk is definitely a monster. And honestly, I thought he had Fury out on his feet. I thought Fury was saved by the bell, and I believe it was the ninth round or sixth round, something like that. The ninth round, I believe. My brother Primetime says, great win for Usyk, but I have him at number 2, pound for pound behind Inoue. That's where I have him. I have him right behind Inoue, but above Terrence Crawford. Usyk is a monster. My brother B. Rasa says, Usyk, well-deserved win for him. Almost put Fury to sleep. Got Usyk winning the rematch. Nuke. Salute to my brother Rasa. Riff Machine says, I'm surprised they gave it to Usyk. I thought they wouldn't have been able to resist setting up Fury Joshua. Usyk worked so hard for the win. Pound for pound fighter. And the next one is my brother Twin Snail. He says, think about all the physical advantages Usyk had to overcome to make that win and to hurt him worse than anyone ever has. Props to Nuke. Salute, man. Props to Alexander Usyk. He actually had him hurt worse than Deontay Wilder. That's crazy. Usyk is literally one of the best fighters of this generation, period. A once-in-a-generational fighter. And all those idiots that say Deontay Wilder beats Alexander Usyk, you guys got to put the crack down. You got to put the crack down. Like my brother Supreme says, you got to put the crack down if you think that man is going to beat Alexander Usyk. You got to put the crack pipe down. It don't make sense. Boxing 818, what's good, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Nuke? What's up? What a beautiful fight, man. What a beautiful fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How'd you see who won the fight to you? Do you think Usyk won? Do you think it was a robbery? How do you see it?
Man, I thought it was a pretty close fight, to be honest. But like I said, I thought like when I spoke to you yesterday, I thought Usyk was gonna get the decision.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm telling you, Nuke, I don't know, remember you heard me saying when he was those shots, when he moves his head out the center line, they kept landing, and that's what hurt Fury.
Oh yeah. And I've never seen Fury hurt that bad in any fight.
Yeah,
Ever.
that was, man, I thought they shouldn't stopped it, but I mean, I ain't mad at it, you know what I mean? A fight of that magnitude, I mean, I wouldn't want to stop it either if I was the referee.
Let me ask you this. Who do you think? Do you think Tyson Fury? Because in my opinion, I'm going to tell you, I saw the fight a little different. I thought that Usyk, I thought that he could have stopped him right there, and the ref would have been justified to wave it off. But I think that whole knockdown changed everything because Usyk really put the foot on his neck. But before that, I thought Tyson Fury was in control. I thought Tyson Fury was winning, and I thought Tyson Fury had him hurt a lot of times. So I thought Fury just never really put his foot on the gas to try to finish him or end it. You think in a rematch, Tyson Fury's going to look for the stoppage?
I think so. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Fury hurt Usyk. I don't know if you've seen that round where he hurt him, and
Yeah,
Usyk went on his bike, and he has good footwork. So he
absolutely.
escaped that. I don't know if you've seen that when he hurt him. I think it was an uppercut.
Absolutely, and he hurt him. He hurt him a few times, and even hurt him late again. I was really impressed with the whole thing, man. I was really impressed. These guys are warriors, man. But
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on 818. Thank you so much. I got to get
All
to the
right,
next
man.
caller, my
Have a good
brother.
one.
You too, my brother. Salute. And I just dropped the link. Anybody else want to get on with the landlord? All you got to do is click that link. My brother Alexandro Bravo says, respect to Fury. Personally, I thought Usyk would have controlled the fight more, but I'm definitely satisfied. I'm definitely satisfied. That is one of the greatest fights I've ever witnessed. Undisputed. We had to wait a long time. I think we had to wait since I think Hit Kid was like 2 or 3 or something. We had to wait a long time. Hit Kid was still in somebody's nutsack when the last time we saw an undisputed fighter. So I'm really happy that we got to witness history, and it was a great fight. And congratulations to Usyk and Fury, and I'm ready for them to run it back. And I hope in the rematch there's a stoppage, and I don't care who gets the stoppage. Oh man, that was a great fight. Let me get to the next caller, my brother. Let me get to the next caller. And don't forget, if you want to get on with the landlord, all you got to do is click that link. That's all you got to do. No Diddy. My brother Americo, what's good with you, my brother?
What's up, dude? Remember yesterday I said, brother, it ain't about size, man.
Oh, it's
And
skills, my brother. It's skills. You called this and you were convinced. You said it ain't gonna change. You said Usyk. You called greatness. How did you see the fight? Do you think he should have? You think the ref should have waved it off and said it was over when he had him hurt?
if they would have ended it up on the ninth, it was a stoppage. I thought they were going to stop, brother. I thought, oh, it's done. But then it's like, yo, all right, you know what? It's an undisputed. It's fucking undefeated versus undefeated. It doesn't get any better than this for a fight. So in a way, I'm glad they let it go on, but I would not be mad if they would have stopped it. I would not be mad if it was a draw. I mean, it was just a great fight. You know what I mean? So no
Absolutely.
complaints here, brother, whatsoever. But like I said, man, when it comes to boxing, you know boxing better than I do. You know facts better than I do. But one thing I do know better than anybody else is about a fat person losing weight, brother. And the reason I say that, bud, is because, like I said, getting ready for summer, this is a yearly thing for me, man. And I can throw up 300 pounds, right? And when I start doing that last month of exercise, cardio, dieting, I'm lucky if I could throw up 250. And when I saw, and I saw, Fury's like, you know what, man? I know he's gonna do his thing in the beginning, but you get tired at the end, man. And I don't
True.
think people see that. You know what I mean? So just from a perspective of conditioning and things like that, we all know that Usyk is a strong finisher. The second half is when he turns it on, and that's why I was like, you know what? I really do think Usyk's gonna take it, man. Not only that, but what switched it on for me was who's the one been chasing this fight this whole time?
Usyk.
Usyk. Who's the
Yep.
one making up the excuses all the time, man? Fury.
Yep.
So
That's true.
you don't go
That's true.
after somebody unless you really think you got a chance. And
Let me
that's
ask you
what,
this:
you know
who
what?
wins the rematch? Who wins the rematch?
Okay, so I'm gonna put it to you like this, bro. The winner of the rematch is gonna be interesting because if Fury can keep that weight and not fluctuate in weight and just train on just his craft and his conditioning, not go to fat camp, he can win this. Because I saw him getting tired out. He was no longer showboating on the corner. He was no longer out there, throwing as many punches. And that's why I thought, you know what? If he can keep his weight down, he can win the rematch. No questions asked. And I'd probably bet on him on the rematch, depending if he keeps.
I think your phone cutting out, my brother. But I'm gonna get to the next caller, my brother. I definitely have you back on. Thank you so much for joining me, my brother. But I could see the rematch going either way. Peter says the Drake curse lives on. My brother Pharaoh, salute to you, family. Much love and respect. He said, I bet $100 on Usyk and won 210 before I bet on Taylor Swift. Chiefs over 12,000. I said yesterday that I believe Fury was going to whoop Usyk, but I'm glad I was wrong. I ended up betting 100 on Usyk and won my money. Hey, I'm going to tell you, some of the smartest people that make these bets is Supreme. This guy's a genius. And Hit Kid, he was still swimming in somebody's nuts the last time we had an undisputed champion. This is a great, great time for boxing. Salute to my brother Pharaoh, my brother from another mother. Get your money, my brother. Let me get the next one. What's good with you, my brother? Wilder Smokes Crack. I love your name, man. I love your name. And
Yo,
he
what's up,
does.
dude?
Yes, he does.
Yo, so honestly, I thought coming into this, I was a little nervous on who to bet on. Like, I thought definitely that Usyk had the skills to pay the bills. He's got the pedigree. He's got that Olympic pedigree. He's got the amateur pedigree. He's never really been hurt or dropped. Whereas like Fury, when he fought Wilder, he did get dropped. And every time you go in that ring, you leave a little bit of yourself behind. And he's been hurt a few times. Whereas like Usyk's never really been hurt. Like
That's
he's
true.
never really been dropped. And so I just feel like, he kind of had like that fortitude, to take those shots in the early rounds where I feel like he was kind of getting hurt, and then to come back when every time he was kind of getting beat, he would just come back and he'd fucking put it on him, So I see, honestly, in a rematch, I think Fury could pull it off. He does have amazing movement and great boxing skills and great fundamentals, but so I'm definitely interested for the rematch. I'm glad I ended up putting my money on Usyk though.
Let me ask you a question. Where does this put Alexander Usyk on your pound for pound list? Do you have him at 1, 2, 3?
Honestly, I'd put him at 1 right now. Just because it's lineal and it's undisputed. I mean, in a way, it's close second. Yeah, but I put him at 1. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, he had to fight over a lot of advantages, over a lot of big guys, and he pulled it out, man. This was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. Did you think that he basically had Tyson Fury out on his feet, I believe, in the 9th round?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the ropes were keeping him up, and I think the ref could have definitely stopped it. Obviously, a fight of this magnitude, it's good to let it go, but to keep it going. But I think the ref definitely could have stopped it in the 9th.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming on, Wilder Smokes Crack, man. I love your name. Definitely want to hear more from you, my brother. Please join us again.
All right, brother.
Salute. And let me get to the next caller. My brother states, my brother, we don't often disagree on predictions, but we did on this one. Gotta come on here and say I called it personally. I gave Fury the rounds. He landed the uppers, but dude backed up a lot. And you know what, my brother, you called the fight 100%. And you know what? I will tell you this, boxing, this is truly a 50-50 fight. And this is why I love boxing. This is one of the best fights I've ever witnessed. And I will tell you this, it was well worth the money. It was well worth the money. And I was just really impressed with Usyk. I was really impressed with Fury. And this is no shame or shade to Fury at all. People talk about Fury like he laid a goose egg or he's trash or anything. Those guys are dumbasses because on my personal scorecard, I had Fury up. But I'm not mad at Usyk winning. I'm not mad at a draw. I'm not mad at any of that. I think Usyk did enough to win the fight as well as Fury. It could have gone any way. This is a close fight. I do not like, in my Hit Kid voice, I do not like what Tyson Fury said, implying that he got robbed. There was no robbery. This was no robbery. This is a clear-cut win, and you can respect it going either way. If Tyson Fury's pissed off about it, then do something about it. Take the rematch and knock him out. Don't take your foot off the gas. If you're pissed off, do something about it. But don't get on here and try to imply that it's some sort of robbery when it's not. My brother Pharaoh says, before this, I bet on Ryan also. Now I'm 3-3. My brother Pharaoh is just making money out of his ass. My goodness, Pharaoh, my brother, you and Supreme are the only two guys I know making this kind of money, Pharaoh. You guys are it. My brother, the one, the only Supreme Team 174. My brother Supreme, how'd you see the fight?
Yo, Nuke, the fight was crazy. First of all, I feel sorry for the son of New Jersey and Captain Kangaroo. All right, let's get that out the way. All right. And I've been waiting for this fight since Burger King was a prince. Yo, hey, all right, let's check this out. The fight was good. It was perfect. Tyson was, had it going, but there was a turning point that maybe people missed it. Maybe they should watch it, son. When Tyson got hit in the nose, he couldn't breathe no more. So once he couldn't breathe from the nose, and it was all the mouth. That's when he went down on that ninth. It was all, he was just gassed out of there. It was over. The nose, he was having problem with his nose.
Do you
So
think he broke his nose?
He's not gonna say he did. He's not gonna say he did, but it was a problem. It was a big, big problem when he came out. He couldn't breathe from the nose. The nose was bad. The nose was bad. He couldn't breathe. Everything was out the mouth. He ran out of gas, so everybody could watch that fight. Prove me if I'm wrong, but I know I'm not. But you can check that out. And Tank, your bitch ass is next. Word up, you next, Tank.
And Supreme, I got a quick question. And before I ask you the question, I do want to say, typically when somebody breaks their nose, you know, you typically have those black eyes or black lines around your eyes. It looked like Fury had those. It's consistent with his nose being broke from what I'm looking at him.
It looked kind of weird, but like I said, his nose was just, it got damaged. It got damaged, and that was a turning point. If the ref would have stopped the fight, I would be okay with it, but I'm glad he let it go because this is an undisputed. This is for the belts. This is for everything, man. Let them guys leave it all out there on the ring. And I was talking to my son. He was like, what are you talking about? I told everybody in the house, I said, 1 point. 1 point. Everybody thought I was crazy. I was like, no, man, it's not that. 1 point. And that's exactly what it was.
Man, Supreme, you stay on top of it, man. Who's your prediction for the rematch? Do you think Fury comes back and gets his revenge? You think Usyk finally puts him away early? How do you see the rematch happening with Usyk, Fury, because they want the rematch?
They always say, oh, every time that Fury does a rematch or whatever, he dusts the people off. Deontay Wilder's not a boxer.
True.
He's garbage.
True.
Anybody will dust him off. I think I'll dust him off a couple of rounds too. You know what I mean? He's going against Usyk. Usyk knows how to move, knows when to come in, come out. He was taking some hard hits from Tyson too. Tyson was catching him. All right, and he was there. He was standing there tall. He was
Fury hurt him too, though, Supreme. He hurt him too.
He listen, at one point, my man went back. He went back like, whoa, because at one point when he went down this way, man, Tyson caught him with that right hand. It was beautiful time. It was time like the same one Zab Judah did to Floyd Mayweather, and he touched the floor and they didn't call it.
Yep.
You know, but I'm gonna go with Alexander Usyk, bro. It's not gonna be. He's gonna dust. He's gonna dust him. He's gonna dust
him. And where do you have Alexander Usyk on your pound for pound list right now? 1, 2, 3.
This is my prediction. My prediction. Everybody's gonna be different. They be mad at me or they want. I don't care. But this is how we do. Nuke 1. And away number 1, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, Canelo. Usyk 3, Crawford 4. That's it. Let's leave it like that. Don't even touch that. That's the perfect list. Don't even touch it.
Leave it alone. My brother Supreme in the building. Thanks so much, my brother. I got to get to the next caller. Salute, family.
Peace, brother.
Peace, my brother. Oh, man, that's my brother Supreme. One of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to boxing, period. If anybody got anything to say crazy about Supreme, you got to come to me because I'm going to tell you this. When this man makes a prediction, and no matter who the underdog is, don't matter nothing. He sees through everything. He watches everything. Supreme has a great mind for this sport. Remember that. My brother Movement says, was I the only person frustrated by the ref? Also, Sanchez, huge disappointment. Yeah, a lot of people were saying Frank Sanchez was hurt. I'm definitely going to ask Hit Kid about it because I know Hit Kid might have some inside information. I will tell you this. The ref was annoying as hell, always seemed to be in the way. And yeah, I felt your frustration as well, my brother. I felt it. Al says Akai TV just said right now that Wilder knocks out Usyk. This is how you know Akai's garbage, Ego's garbage, Dante's garbage. Usyk would destroy Wilder in a way that I don't think we've ever seen. I mean, we've seen Fury destroy him, but I don't even want to know what Usyk would do to him. This wouldn't even be right. This would be abuse at this point. Like, my goodness. My brother Pharaoh says Fury didn't use his reach at all. He was reacting too much at Usyk's feints. He had a clear height and reach advantage and didn't use it. Usyk is much smarter, even though he doesn't carry as much of a punch. See, you're right in some ways, and Pharaoh in different ways I disagree. I would say Fury was using that jab. Fury was trying to use that reach. But Usyk is such a great, crafty fighter who can work his way inside because he has elite footwork. He is a special fighter. He's a different beast. But Fury, he did hurt him a few times. It was a great fight. Let me get to the next caller on here. Who we got next? My brother Murky Waters, what's good with you, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Nuke? How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How'd you see the fight?
Honestly, I thought it was a great fight. Honestly, I kind of disagree with you that Fury was up on Usyk on the 9th. I thought Usyk was edging him out by 1 round.
I can respect
And
that.
honestly, I do think that on the 9th round, I do think that honestly, people aren't saying this enough. I think Usyk let him off the hook. And the reason why is because you see some of his punches and Fury's completely out, right? And Usyk is like the last shot that he could have taken, even though the ref kind of intervened a little bit, he could have ended him. I think he felt bad for him. I thought he was completely out, and he thought the ref was going to stop it. I think he could have taken the last shot right at the end. And I felt like Usyk let him off, and I felt like at the end, like I was feeling a little nervous for Usyk because I thought he was going to get robbed, right? And I was like, he should have taken him out in the 9th, right? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I would not have been mad if the ref would have just waved the fight off at that moment, because it looked like Fury didn't know where the hell he was, and his eyes rolled to the back of his head. I was like,
that was crazy.
Gone. He looked gone to me, and he was I thought the fight was legitimately over.
The man was on his ankles the whole second half of the fight. Like you could see his feet, like they weren't even planted correctly. He was just basically like, sometimes his ankle was rolling and he was like falling. Like I do think it was Usyk's fault that he didn't get the stoppage, honestly, though.
And do you think in the rematch, how do you see the rematch playing out? Do you think Usyk gets the stoppage? You think Fury comes back? Do you think it's another decision? How do you see the rematch?
In a rematch, honestly, I do think Usyk. I think he wins it by decision. I think Fury will be a lot more cautious in that fight. I think he got a little confident because he did have a couple rounds there in the middle that he kind of won, and I think he got a little lazy, right? And I think he stopped using his reach, because for a while there, I really thought Usyk may lose the fight just based off of the reach and size of Alexander not being able to get there, right? And I think he got lazy, right? And then he got caught. I'm not sure he'll get lazy in the second fight, right? But I do think Usyk's skilled enough to outpoint him.
Now let me ask you this: where do you have Usyk? Where do you have Usyk on your pound for pound list right now? Is he 1, 2, 3? Where do you have him?
Honestly, I have him 1. I know Inoue has done so much lately, but I do think that Usyk has done it in a way more impressive fashion in terms of undisputed at cruiser and then undisputed at a heavyweight, beating both Joshua and Tyson Fury, which have been seen as like greats in the heavyweight division in this last like couple decades, right?
I agree, and he had to overcome all of those styles and sizes and all those advantages, and I think he was listed as the underdog in both fights, if I'm not correct.
In the first fight, yeah, he was. In the first fight, he was for Joshua. The second fight, he was the favorite, I think, but that was because he beat him already, right? How do you feel about this? Yeah. How do you feel about this? I do think that I know Usyk. People are saying about him that he should be, seen as like an all-time great heavyweight. I think Usyk has entered the conversation in the top 10 of greatest of all time, honestly.
I agree.
This guy is fucking insane, dude. He used to be fighting Sean Porter, right? Like he was fighting Sean Porter, and now this dude is beating Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, right?
And that's what's so impressive about it. And you got to look at it like this: if anybody's ever overcome all of the odds, it's Usyk. There's no one in the heavyweight division that he needs to go see or beat or anything. He's clear to do whatever he wants. I mean, obviously he has to do the rematch, and if he beats Fury again in the rematch, that just seals everything 100%.
Yeah, I agree. And the crazy part about it too is I feel like Tyson Fury was getting a lot of the credit that Joshua and Usyk should have been getting, because they were actually fighting people, right? I think a bum ass Wilder, honestly, in my opinion, like Wilder's like he has one tool, right? The right hand, right? Yeah. But beating that guy with like, I'm a better boxer than Wilder. Like he might have more power than me, right? But like the guy is not a good boxer. You can walk down to your local fucking gym and find a guy who has better boxing ability than Deontay Wilder.
Facts.
Right?
And that's not really like Fury beating Wilder didn't really set the world ablaze in that way. Usyk's a different animal and who can do a lot of things. And Usyk is not the biggest puncher, but yet he can still hurt you. And that's because his precision, his footwork, his accuracy, his IQ. The man is really once in a generation. People are going to miss this when he's gone.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I do think he's entered that conversation. You know, top 10 all-time great, right? I think this guy he's doing it better than almost anybody except Canelo in terms of resume, right? And Inoue. I think both of them might have a claim as well, but Alexander, that guy, honestly, I didn't even like him so much. I do like his, antics, right? Like he's a funny dude, but like sometimes you want a little more from him,
Yeah. But I'm really impressed with it, man. Thanks so much for coming on, Murky Waters. I appreciate it, my brother. Salute.
All right.
J Tap says Usyk is pound for pound #1. Usyk is pound for pound. He's putting him over in a way. He's putting him over Crawford. Usyk pound for pound #1. My brother J Taps. Malik says now they're gonna say Canelo's ducking Usyk. I would not be surprised. The way they say Canelo's ducking everybody, including my grandma, I would not be surprised, Malik. Ryan Garcia about to call out Usyk for clout watch. I would not be surprised to see that as well. Oh my goodness. Ryan loves that spotlight. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Let me get to the next caller, man. This is really, really good. And if anybody's talking about Usyk and Wilder, please stop. Please stop. Please don't do that. Because I've seen a lot of Usyk Wilder talk, and I don't know who's stupid enough to try to make those two guys fit. My brother says a one-trick pony won't land on Usyk. I agree 1,000%. My brother N1 Baller says Usyk made Fury hit that Soldier Boy Dan. Oh man, Usyk made him do the stanky leg. Like I've never seen Fury that freaking hurt. That was really, really impressive. Oh man, let me get to the next one. The one, the only. It's that time, right about that time. My brother from another mother, Hit Kid.
Gotta tip me out on the prediction. First things first. Tip me out on the prediction.
Oh, well, go ahead. Go. The floor is yours.
Yeah, gotta tip me out. Fucking tremendous fight. Tremendous fight. Let's just say it straight up. That's what we want to see when it comes to boxing, right there. The best versus the best. Which you've preached on this channel how many times, Nuke?
Yep. This is what we want. Greatness.
Greatness. I thought Fury won round 1. I gave Usyk 2-3, rounds 2 and 3. And then Fury from round 4 onwards went on a bit of a streak, if I'm allowed to say it. Peeled off 4, 5, 6, gave him round 7. It was like beating Usyk up. Round 8 started to change the fight because Usyk really, put the pace up in round 8. And it was in round 9 where he hit, and Supreme was bang on the money, and I want to credit Supreme. Broke his nose with a punch. It was the tail end of round 8. He broke Fury's nose with a short left hook. That changed the fight. Round 9, over the question, should it have been stopped? I can see why you could stop that fight, but it's an undisputed title fight. I'm perfectly fine, with a standing 8 count, though.
Yeah.
Because I think that's fair to both guys.
Let me ask you a question, Hit, because this is an interesting question. Gervonta Davis has come out and said 1 round doesn't win a fight. So
what the fuck was he watching?
So he's saying that Usyk didn't win the fight because he really only had 1 good round. I don't know what the hell Gervonta Tank Davis is
What the fuck? Why the fuck is he not focusing on Frank Martin? Shut up. You don't know boxing. Legit, I thought the fight was razor close. I'm going to admit, I was same as you. I had Fury up on my card by 1. But I have no problem with Usyk getting the nod. I hated Fury saying it was a robbery. And, mate saying, they gave it in because of the what. No. It was not a robbery. Shut the fuck up. Take your defeat like a man.
J Taps, my brother, said Fury sounded like Hit Kid when he got knocked down.
I'm sorry, my mic's side. I've already mentioned why on the last stream, but legit, tremendous fight. I can't wait for the rematch.
Okay. So now I got 2 more questions that are really important for you. Hit 1. Who wins the rematch? Right now, you can. It's subject to change. You can change your mind in 3 weeks or a month. But right now, how do you see the rematch between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk?
It also depends where they're going to hold the rematch. Whether they're going to hold it in Saudi, or they're going to hold it in a European stadium.
I don't think it's all going to be the same.
Okay, so it's all in Saudi and all that.
Yeah, let's assume that.
All right, if it's going to be the same in Saudi, fuck me, this is tight. Honestly, I'll go with this. I'll say Fury wins the rematch. I'll be the first one to say it.
Woo.
The reason
decision, what?
I go late stoppage again. And they say disrespect to Usyk. I go 11th round stoppage. Here's why.
I said Fury wins the rematch.
Okay. That's me being loud going for Supreme.
Keep going, because I don't know.
Okay. So here's why. I think Fury will come in a bit heavier. I think he'll come in around. What did he come in at? 266 this time, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think you see Fury come in a bit heavier around 280. Because I think he'll be. I think he'll be straight back in camp. It'll take a month or two up, but he'll be right back in camp. I also do think Usyk will be just as excellent, and I think they'll both be excellent. This is a close fight, but that one punch which Supreme mentioned, the nose-breaking punch, was the difference-maker punch in this fight. If Fury doesn't get his nose broke, Fury goes on to win this fight, and I think comfortably.
Do you agree with that, Supreme?
I agree with the punch in the nose. I'm telling you, it was a turning point. It was a turning point. I promise you. If that would not happen, believe it or not, I think they would have called that a draw.
No, I think if that punch doesn't happen, Fury goes on to win a comfortable decision.
Nah, I'm gonna go with a draw. I mean, a draw would be it. But
No, Supreme, the reason why I disagree with you is because if that punch to the nose doesn't happen, then the knockdown doesn't happen and all that. That's why I think Fury goes on to win it.
That's true too. I mean, my son was on my cheeks, Pauls, no Diddy on that. But you know what I'm saying? What happened, it happened. And the next fight, it's gonna be the same. It's going to be the same.
And let me give you guys breaking news real quick. Breaking news. So let me just say this, and I'm gonna add Murky Waters in for this one as well. It's saying here that Tyson Fury has gone to the hospital with a suspected broken jaw. That is incredible. So they're saying that Tyson Fury has gone to the hospital with suspected broken jaw. We already suspect his nose was broken. I mean, what is that about Usyk?
No, that makes things interesting. And can I explain why? Because Fury said the rematch was supposed to be in October, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's no way they're fighting in October if Fury's got a broken jaw.
Or unless they
right?
Saying it's a broken jaw.
Maybe they move it to November or December, but like, there's no way they're fighting in October.
It takes a while for a broken jaw to heal.
Yeah,
That
was out for like 10 months, 11 months, no?
If it's a broken jaw, then I would fancy Usyk in the rematch. If it comes out that it's a full broken jaw, I'm changing, right? See, I'm going to be changing all the time with this fight. That's how great this was.
And I'm going to tell you this, man. A broken jaw is going to change this whole thing around, man. The nose, the jaw. Oh, my God.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
They always told me this when you're in the gym, you work hard. This right here is always soft. Let me tell you something. That's going to be in the back of mind of Tyson. Listen to me. It's a psychological warfare. Usyk hits him there again. He feels pressure there again. Feels pressure here again. It's going to be the same thing all over again.
No, I'm not actually sure his nose was broken, to be honest. I do think.
It was broke.
No. If it was broken, it would have been all over.
No. It doesn't have to.
They did a good job.
They did a good job with the call. Yeah, not only that, sometimes it can clog up in your nose instead of like spreading. I need to say this as well, and this is an opinion. We are in a three kings era of heavyweight boxing, in my opinion. I think the top three heavyweight boxers is very clear. It's Usyk number one, Fury number two after tonight, Joshua number three.
I agree.
What about Andy Ruiz? I'm just fucking.
You're funny for that.
That man needs to be the PED merchant first.
Hold on. Let me ask Murky Waters and Supreme this. Gervonta Tank Davis says one good round doesn't win a fight for Usyk beating Fury. What do you think about what Tank Davis is saying that one good round is where Usyk hurt Fury?
I'll tell you this. I don't give a damn what that he say. How about that? I don't care what he say. He's a hater, man. He's a hater. He's the number one ducker in the whole world. Please, that's the number one duck man in the whole world. I want everybody to know that. He ducks the people that could whoop that ass. I'm telling you. Starting with my man, the one and only. Y'all already know who it is. I ain't got to say his name. Y'all already know who he is.
Straight up. About that, Murky.
And I would tell him that one fight doesn't make you the face of boxing. Right?
Whoa!
That's just what it is, right?
It's true.
He's not the
I'm
face
not
of
even sure
boxing,
he's had
bro.
one fight. What's his most impressive fight?
What?
Mario?
Say it. Say it. I want to hear it. Which one was it? Oh, I know which one was it.
I
The
don't
one
know.
where he
Maybe
roughed his girl up.
Gamboa?
The one that he roughed his girl up. The one that he roughed his girl up in the seats. That was impressive.
No, I guess let's discuss that for just like 2
Fuck
seconds.
Tank.
What is his best fight?
Okay, hold on. Pharaoh says send more of the kid comments. And salute to Pharaoh, my brother Alberto. What's good with you, my brother?
Man, what a fantastic fight. Hey, Green's from Colombia. I'm here with my girl and one of my best friends. They're both casual, but they love the fight, man, bro. It was amazing. And hey, new question. How do you think the rematch goes? Because honestly, I have no clue, man.
I don't think any of us do.
It depends. For me, it's going to really depend if Tyson Fury got a broken jaw, a broken nose. If he really didn't break anything, or if it's just the nose, then I think Fury still has a good chance of winning the rematch to make the adjustments. I thought the fight was close. I thought it was a close fight.
You know,
hold on, guys.
yeah.
Wrong way. Fury's at the post-fight press conference. It's Usyk with a broken jaw.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, Michael Benson just reported it.
Oh my god. So it's my goodness. And he's
tough is Usyk.
Usyk is
wow.
That makes it even a better. That makes it even a way better performance from Usyk.
Let me tell you something. Usyk's a problem, man. I don't know who doubted that man, bro. I don't know who doubted him. And first of all, who's the idiot that keeps saying that Deontay Wilder and
Okay, the LDBC dickhead.
And let me
whoever
tell
that
you
is,
this.
get on, please. Drop it for him so he can get on.
Come here.
Jesus Christ.
I can't walk come here.
Hold on. Shout out to Colombia real quick, man. Colombia is a beautiful country. I definitely am about to head out to Colombia this summer.
Hey, just don't eat the food, bro.
No, what a fight. Tremendous fight.
Hey, here, kid, be honest, man. What do you think about Tank and Ghost, bro?
I think Tank wins via KO in like the 8th and 9th round. I am 100% cheering on Frank Martin.
No ducking, no life. How'd you see the fight?
Hey, what's up? IBFP, Hit Kid, Supreme, and the other guy.
Yo, what's good, my dude?
It's murky, bro.
Back. Boxing one tonight.
Yeah?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Hey, what happened, IBFP? I thought you had Fury winning.
I did. I still stand on that. I still thought Fury won the fight by a round. I don't switch up.
Okay, cool. Even with a broken jaw and everything.
Well,
It's Usyk with a broken jaw. Usyk.
Usyk?
I mean, nobody knew about the broken jaw. Nobody knew about the broken jaw until after.
So after the fight,
the key point.
Damn.
Tyson Fury broke his jaw. Usyk kept fighting and basically whooped his ass. I'm really impressed with what Usyk did, even with the broken jaw.
I'm wondering what round that happened in. Honestly, that's insane.
Is that the round where he got hurt?
Yeah, it might be
possibly with the uppercut.
Like 4 or 5.
What Fury didn't do for the first 2 rounds, which he will do in the rematch, and he adjusted to it in the 3rd and 4th round, was when he started throwing the short uppercut to the body and the short counter uppercut. He'll throw that more in the rematch because it was a money punch. Yeah, this is why I'm excited, because legitimately we just watched a great Undisputed title fight. The last Undisputed title fights we've watched were the Inoue blowout of Tipales, which was a blowout, and the biggest ass whipping of a 50-50 fight we thought we would ever see, which Blood delivered to Spence. This was a 50-50 fight, and Usyk almost had Fury out there in round 9 after making an adjustment, breaking his nose, as Supreme said, and almost had him out there in round 9. I thought the standing gate count on the ropes was fair because it's an Undisputed title fight. Both men are undefeated. I thought the referee did perfectly with that. If Usyk would have dropped him again, I think the ref had every justification to stop the fight.
Yo, I was sitting on my couch like, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. That shit was dispensable.
If Fury would have gone down, if Fury would have gone down, I think Fury should have gone down earlier when Usyk had him on the ropes.
Hold on,
It would have recovered quicker.
hold on 1 second, fellas. No ducking, no life, man. Button up your shirt. I ain't trying to see your chest, man.
That's my dog.
Hang up, man.
No Diddy.
No,
That's my
no,
dog. No ducking, no life, man.
Hey,
When we
you said
first
no
bumped
Diddy,
heads,
so
he
it's
got
good.
roasted, but he come back. That's my guy right there, yo.
I'ma
Salute
tell
to
you
you,
this,
bro, for real.
I'm
You
gonna tell
don't
you
care,
this, man. This is how great Undisputed is. We have Colombia, we have Mexico, we have Puerto Rico, we have the UK, we have all these countries watching this great. This is why boxing is a global sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
It's better than golf.
can I say something, man?
Who the fuck said golf?
It's better than golf.
Super. Go on, no ducking. Go on, no ducking.
Hey, man.
I wanted to ask IBFP
Man.
what's his power
What you
pound
said
list
is
now
really important,
with
man. Like, I'm
this
100%
performance
sure
from music.
that in 20 years, people are gonna still talk about this fight, man. Bro, champions are gonna be born after watching this fight, bro. Boxing is alive, and it's
Esa es la verdad. Esa es la
Guys,
verdad.
guys, one at a time. Go on, no ducking, because she wants to get a point out.
Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to my brother from Colombia. I got one more thing. They say don't eat the food in Colombia. You guys don't have good food out there, man?
I mean, to me, it's great, man. But food is subjective, man. So you gotta try, bro.
I think Latino food is good all around the world. Just don't go to
Latino
India.
food is Latino food is ace.
Just don't go to India. Don't go to India and eat shit
Those
over
are
there.
two different things.
Murky Waters, what are you talking about? Explain to me. What do you not like?
So you look at Mexican food, and then you look at Colombian food, and they both Latino, but they're not the same, dude. They're not the same. One of them
You
uses
gonna tell me
spices,
you don't like?
and the other
You
one
gonna tell me
doesn't.
no, Diddy? You don't like the hot dog with the little fried sticks on it, and you don't shit the shit the way Colombians do that shit?
Nah,
Okay, that's pretty good. I ate that shit before.
You'll keep your tacos de moronga to yourself, bro.
No, eso no es que le moronga, no, muchacho. Esa vaina está
Come on.
riquísimo, brother, para que lo sepa.
No. Oh, shit. No.
All right, let's get back to the fight, man. No ducking, no life. What was your question, man? What was your question?
Oh yes, I had a question for you at BFP. You haven't gave your what's it called, your pound for pound list?
I think Usyk is at number 2 on my list right now. So I got Inoue at 1, and I'm not mad if you got Usyk at 1, because there's a case to be made for Usyk to be at 1, and so you can make that case. I won't disagree with anybody that do that, because you can legitimately make that case. I think the only top 2 fighters in the world right now are Usyk, and you got to put Inoue up there, and then I think Crawford and Canelo come next. That's my opinion, though.
My top 4 is Inoue 1. Usyk 2, you can switch them. I'm being serious. It's a switch. You should say they're both joint 1 if you get where I'm coming from. But they're the 2 best fighters in the world by a mile. I have Canelo 3. That's due to activity. Crawford, I'm sorry, he's holding, on that win, overspent. He's been inactive. We need to see how he does against Madrimov. And then Crawford 4. That's my 4.
Murky Waters, I don't think you would agree with Supreme's pound for pound list.
You're not gonna agree with mine, AK. You're not gonna agree with mine. I'm gonna go with Inoue, right?
That's fine.
I'm gonna go with Canelo. I'm gonna go with Usyk, and we could put Crawford down on 4. Leave his ass there.
I can't put Canelo over Usyk. I'm sorry.
I know you won't. I clearly understand that, man. But you gotta understand, Canelo it's been through war, bro. And I know Usyk's been through this war now, but that's the now war. I get it. People always say it ain't about then, it's about now. But then is what gets you here. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what made Canelo great. And great, like legendary, man. I don't care what anybody say. He's fought in the ring, he fought war, he went around the world. He's been fighting everybody, man. Like, he don't care. He chases legacy. Usyk just did what he wanted to do. That was his dream. It's just what he fought for. He chased it, and kudos to him and his family and his country, man. God bless them over there. But I say it's got to be Inoue. It's got to be. Can't forget Canelo. Usyk definitely, because he got that now. And Crawford put his ass on the 4th.
Now let me say this. Terrence Crawford's just come out on social media and said, put respect on Oslander Usyk's name. He definitely number 1 pound for pound.
Yeah. Surprised he said that.
Yeah, I'm surprised he said it. He said it, but Usyk's earned it if anybody has.
Yeah, I agree with him. I think for me,
I think that's classy from Crawford to say it.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm surprised he said that.
Yeah. And
Crawford.
Al says the DAZN interviewer Emily Austin was hot as fuck. She was.
No, I think I agree with Crawford. I think for me, it's Usyk number 1, right? And then Inoue number 2, Canelo 3. And honestly, it's like a short buzz situation. I know everyone wants to give it to Crawford. I'm not sure he's done enough, if I'm being honest. Like,
No,
I know
because
that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy, right? I know that sounds crazy, but I think it's just he's there because no one else has done anything either, right? Honestly, I think if Bam Rodriguez beats Estrada on the 4th, I think he hops over Crawford.
That's a good shout.
That's cool. That's cool. I could live with that. I could live with the Bamster, little Bam Bam.
Bam's crazy, man. Like
that's
Now,
a very good shout.
Now let me tell you guys this. I'm gonna mix 2 comments. I'm gonna go with Mario and I'm gonna go with my brother Nick. Mario says Usyk beat someone with height, weight, and reach advantage, and Nick says Usyk did it all on the road with no fights at home. That literally shows you this man is built different. You guys agree?
100%.
Of course, that's called determination. That's endurance. That's pride. That's it's going for it. Listen, like I said, leaving it all in the ring, man. And the most important, heart, man. You gotta have heart to go against somebody that big with pulse, with the reach. You know what I'm saying, and all that. I'm telling you, it takes a lot, bro. It takes a lot to bring a big man like that down. You gotta have determination, and you can't back down, man. Heart is the best thing, and Usyk showed the biggest heart in the world, man. Now,
my brother, the Mad Titan says Usyk beat Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. That is insane. And you remember a few years ago, nobody was even looking at anybody but Fury, Joshua, and Wilder as to be the reigning kings. And Usyk came in and took control of the division.
I know it's but the king was the division below him in Usyk. Truthfully, you just gotta. For me, all the love tonight has to go to Alexander Usyk.
I agree. And he's made history. The rematch won't be for Undisputed, though, right?
No, because here's why it won't be for Undisputed if I'm allowed to come in. June the 1st, it's this Matchroom versus Queensbury 5v5, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
It was originally supposed to be Beterbiev Bivol. Beterbiev got hurt. Gutting, I know. But one of the fights on that card, as people know, is Daniel Dubois versus Filip Hrgovic. Now, the IBF wanted to call in the mandatory post this first fight, but there's a rematch clause, signing both ways for both fights. So this rematch is going to happen between Fury and Usyk, which I think we can all agree we want to see. So the IBF have said that we're taking the title away. And the plan is, from what I understand, at least from what people have been saying, is the winner of Dubois versus Hrgovic is going to become the interim IBF champ, okay? And then the winner of that is going to fight Anthony Joshua in September at the show they're rumoured to be holding at Wembley Stadium for the IBF World Championship. And then from there, the winner of that fight is going to fight the winner of the Fury-Usyk rematch. Or they may have to wait in case Fury wins, tie game, trilogy fight.
And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you guys one thing, and I'm going to let you guys take the floor on this. Now, I know if Anthony Joshua gets the belt, if Hrgovic gets the belt, whoever gets the belt, doesn't matter.
Will be Hrgovic.
Yeah. Usyk said that he's going to fight on for a bit. He's not going to retire right away. He said, I'd seen an interview the other day where he was saying he's going to fight on a bit after this. One thing I will tell you is this. No matter who wins, Fury or Usyk, one punch can change a fight. One punch can change everything, especially in the heavyweight division. And I would caution everybody on this panel not to write off Tyson Fury because one punch can change the fight.
Oh, I'm not writing off Fury off this defeat tonight.
I ain't writing him off either, but I know Usyk's going to win.
I think if anyone writes off Fury in the rematch, I think they're crazy considering how close this fight was.
Yeah,
no,
honestly, I would say that that how Usyk's likely going to be out for at least 9 months, right? What if we see Joshua and Tyson Fury finally?
Oh, that would be great.
That's a possibility now if Usyk is out this long because of the broken jaw.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. I think that would.
And the winner fights Usyk.
Imagine they fought for the rematch with Usyk. Oh man.
Yeah, that'll be dope. That'll be all right.
What do you mean that'd be all right? They need to fight. I
They
think
do need to fight. I'm
they
sorry,
narrowed
it
it
ain't
too
all right.
long.
They need to
narrowed it
fight.
too long. They need to fight.
I mean, Fury said, October I wanted to run it back with Usyk. Do you do that? Do you push Fury Joshua for the Wembley card in September? Do you do that now? I know the IBF is still between Hrgovic and Dubois, but do you do that now, and then you can figure out this IBF situation, later?
The hope
should do that, though, yeah.
The hope is that Usyk really does not have a broken jaw.
Yeah, that's the hope, because if he doesn't have a broken jaw, then it's the rematch in October,
Yes.
which we all want.
I would rather just settle that rematch and then go and see what happens next. I'm hoping that is not the case. I got hope insurance today. Pharaoh says, as much as I like Inoue, let me get this one and then we'll keep it going. As much as like Inoue, I think Tank would catch him. Inoue has been caught. If Tank catches him, he won't let him off. He will finish him. I like Inoue, but it will be over for him if he get caught. I bet on Tank, shaking my head. I know Hit Kid. Pharaoh, Hit Kid got something to say to you.
Pharaoh, you dumb fuck! Yeah, I'm going to shout at Pharaoh right now. One Inoue is... Let me be clear, there's weight classes for a reason.
Too small.
That's the main reason this fight doesn't happen. And you would pick Tank because of the weight difference. Can we be clear?
Yeah.
If this was at an even weight, Inoue kills him. He's more skilled. He has, in my opinion, better power than Tank, and he's a 10 times better boxer than Tank. It's not even close, skills-wise. As Waveland just said, skills pay the bills.
Exactly.
Skills pay the bill. Once Inoue gets to that 130 and kicks ass there,
You think Inoue's going to go to 130?
They're going to see. I'm going to see.
Wait, Supreme, you think Inoue's actually going to go to 130?
Why not? He's a beast. He's another guy that's chasing legacy. He's not just fighting to fight.
Well,
Yes, a small
122 now. He's at 122 now. I think he can go up to 126, but I think he stops at 126.
I think he can push 130, man. He can push that 130.
If he has KO power at 130, then then that fight is a bit possible.
I think
that fight is a bit possible.
He can push 130 as long as he keep fighting the way he's doing, keep going up and picking them apart one by one. Yes, he can hit 130.
I think he can, but it's going to be at least 3 years before he can do that.
Apparently, remember his body. Yeah, his body's gonna grow. Obviously, your body grows as you get older and older. So
yeah. By the way, what age is Tank? What age is Tank now?
He's 30, bro. He's about to be 30.
Yeah, he's the 30. So he's the 30-year-old. So he'd be 33. Tank won't want that fight in 3 years. Tank won't want that fight in 3 years.
He looks like 12 years old. Don't worry about it. Age is just a number.
Let me add Devin to the panel. Devin, what's good with you, man?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What did you think about the fight?
Fuck, man. I mean, excuse my language.
Oh, I thought that was Devin Haney.
Yeah, it is, bro. I'm at Diddy right now. Diddy just finished. I was just getting finished off by Diddy right now. Bro, Tim Bradley's here. Shakur Stevenson. I just saw Tim Bradley leaving with Shakur Stevenson right now, bro. Like Tim Bradley was pulling up them pants.
I'm not surprised, man. What did you think about the fight, my brother?
I honestly thought that Fury was ahead by a point, but honestly, I'm not mad. I'm not. It was no robbery. Like it was a legacy fight.
But guys,
I thought
it's not even close to being a robbery. Let's be honest.
No, it's
not
not.
even close.
How do you see the rematch playing out?
It would depend on Usyk's jaw. Like if it is broken, then with age and I'm assuming he's gonna need some time off, a long layoff.
Yeah.
I think Fury might catch him with an uppercut, and this time I think it might have more damage. And I think Fury will be more cautious and not as heavy. He won't go in as heavy.
What do you think about the pound for pound status for Usyk at this point? Where do you rate him? 1, 2, 3. I'm not even gonna say anything below 3 because that's disrespectful. It's 1, 2, 3.
He's got to be at number 1 right now. He's the undisputed heavyweight champion right now, and Joshua Fury. I mean, you can't exactly make too much of a case against him. At number 2, I got Canelo for his. I know a lot of people say, well, lately. I mean, you got to look at his body of work. Undisputed, Triple G, Jacobs, Plant. You got to take that into consideration. Yeah. Then I got
go long the list.
Then I got Inoue.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's not bad. That's not
I mean,
bad.
anybody who has Bud at number one is an LDBC BLM
I
fan. So
agree.
come on,
I agree on that.
I don't see how you can have Bud at number one for beating a drunk ass dude there.
Oh man. Um, if,
And
if
the
Devin,
LWBC must be dying right now, right? It's like
Well, well, well.
there's
I
no
mean, they
black
do
guy
hate
in the
Fury though.
top
They
30.
do hate Fury.
I mentioned
I
this
mean,
on the I mentioned this on the stream yesterday on the prediction stream. Fuck Ego, fuck Akai, fuck Fanon for none of them
bro,
being so-called boxing channels covering this fight.
Akai's reaction to this fight was that Wilder knocks out Usyk. Like, bro, what are you smoking, dude? Like,
I'm not
I didn't see
even in a
Wilder knock
debate.
out.
Akai, calling you out, please.
let me ask everybody else on the panel real quick. Did you see anything in this fight to make you believe that Deontay Wilder can knock out Usyk?
No.
Only way
Look,
is if Rolly's ref is the
Nothing.
referee. And
Nah,
like, Wilder
look.
taps him and then they stop the fight.
Like, I don't like
Come on,
Deontay
man.
Wilder, but obviously within the first round he's got a chance. But just after the first round, he has no chance, right? If he swings wildly and maybe catches him, right? Unlikely for Usyk, just he's so skillful, but it's possible, right? It's possible.
Usyk high guard. Nah, man.
Wow, but even with high guard,
over
honestly,
fun.
he's got
That
okay. To
fight's
be honest,
gonna.
I do think
Dante,
Wilder has
Dante,
metal.
yeah,
He
Dante
does have
Wilder
metal
ain't
in
got
his
it
hand,
no
right?
more. He
He's
don't
got metal
have
in
it
his
no
hand.
more.
No, but I mean, like, he actually has metal in his hand. Like, it's not like
He does.
Right now, he's hitting like Devin Haney. He's horrible.
The only
Get him
problem
out
is
of here.
we seen what
He stinks.
Joseph Parker did to Wilder. Basically, I thought it was a 12-over shutout. I don't know what Hit Kid thought, but I thought Parker Wilder was a 12-0 shutout.
Oh, it was a shutout. I wish to put money on the fight.
And I don't think he's anywhere near as skilled as Usyk. So I'm thinking if he can do it, and I think Usyk finishes him.
Guys, quick question. Let me search it up. I'm just having a quick look. Does Akai have a Twitter/X profile?
Pull that up and let me read this comment.
He has Instagram.
My brother Devin right here.
Does he not have a Twitter/X pro? Oh yes, he does. Good.
Hold on. Devin says I'd put Emily Austin in the clinch. I'm gonna.
I mean, I would, man. I mean, she convinced me to be straight again after Diddy. She convinced me to be straight after Diddy, bro. Like, she reversed my Diddy.
Oh, shit.
Mike Trade says LDVC racist clowns are racist clowns for saying that Wilder beats Usyk. No way he can beat Usyk. Wilder not even going past the Zang Bang, Big Bang, is going to knock out Wilder. Murky Water's got a problem with that. What do you think?
No, I don't like Wilder, bro. I agree. I don't think he's good. Like, I think he's trash. I'm just saying, like, it's possible he nicks him. You know, because Chisora, right, gave Usyk. I think he gave Usyk his best fight in heavyweight.
Disagree.
Very good fight.
Disagree.
I think he did. I think he gave him he gave him his most dangerous fight, I should say. Right?
Disagree. The second Joshua, this fight we just watched in the second Joshua fight were tougher than the Chisora fights, and that was one of Usyk's first fights at heavyweight.
I misworded it. I should say his most dangerous fight. I think, in my opinion, they were his most dangerous fights of him being knocked out. Right?
I think
he was getting used to heavyweight, right?
I think right now the most dangerous fight of Usyk being knocked out would be the Joshua we see now under Ben Davidson.
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
Because for me, right? I know I might get flack for this, and if you want to give me flack, panel, please do. But I see Joshua going to Ben Davidson a similar move to what Lennox Lewis did with Manny Stewart.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a great question for the panel. Is like new and improved Joshua versus Usyk.
Yeah, but by the way, Nuke, just look at your Twitter/X that quick.
Okay.
New and improved Joshua versus
and while
Usyk.
I do that, I'm gonna add another caller on here. Max Guzman, what's good with you, Max?
What is up, Nuke? How are you doing, my man?
Good, my brother. What do you think about the fight? Talk to me about it.
Dude, I thought that was pretty fucking crazy. I was kind of on the same fence of like maybe the fight should have ended at 9, but now that the fight is over, I'm actually glad it didn't end in the 9th round. I think it was just a perfect, this was like the perfect undisputed heavyweight championship, and and I mean, I wouldn't have been upset if the fight ended in the 9th round because both ways could have ended good. Whether they stopped it in the 9th round or if it went to decision, so both would have had a good outcome. But I think the referee, the referee was kind of getting annoying. But I would only maybe say he gave the fans an extra few more rounds for us to enjoy and to witness history being made. You know, as far as my call from yesterday, as far as like my prediction, I mean, I'm not one to rub it in anybody's face, but I'm actually glad that I was right this time around. You know, because shit, I mean, I mean, you know what? Had Fury won, I wouldn't have been upset either. You know, I think Fury just got too comfortable with the fact that he was winning the first half of the fight, and he just, you know, that's always been like the problem, not with him, but like fighters in general. They get too comfortable thinking that, you know, okay, they got it in the bag, and then all it just takes is one punch to change the whole outcome of the fight. And you know, Usyk just, you know, he just proved that all he needed was one punch within that ninth round to, you know, and that's when he took Tyson into deep waters. But what do you think?
Into murky waters, some might say.
Yeah, murky waters, man.
Murky waters.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. What do you think? What do you think happens in the rematch?
Ooh, that's a good question. I've been hearing it all day. You know, now that I'm here, okay. Before you told us about the broken jaw, I would have said Usyk, and I do agree with Hit Kid. You know what? I think a broken jaw like that, well, one, recovery, it is going to take a while, but two, I mean, while to recover. Sorry, but two, it is going to be on the back of his mind that, hey, like, you know, this guy can punch. He was always able to punch, but maybe I don't know. I'm still gonna stand with. I'm gonna stick with Usyk on the second fight. You know what? I think he has another chance. And you know what? Here's a good thing about a first fight is that Usyk knows what to expect in the second fight. This is exactly what happened with the Joshua fight. You know, with the first fight, you know, it's always, if there's ever like a trilogy fight or like a fight that goes a second time, the second fight you can always go based off your first experience. And I think Usyk has always had the greatest IQ when it comes to like, he's able to figure out his opponents in the first fight. Second fight, I feel like that's when he can dial in. And I personally think in the second fight, he can actually take him out. But that broken jaw is probably going to change a bit of, like a little bit of, it's going to be a bit of a change. I don't know.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah.
Just to counter. Sure. The first fight with Usyk and Joshua was a blowout for Usyk decision, if you remember. The second fight, although I had it Usyk, you know, in the second fight was a lot closer. Joshua performed a good firm right better in that second fight.
I agree.
Max,
I couldn't agree more. I mean, but I think though, I feel that to go on piggyback off of that, I feel that at least with Joshua, because this is why I like Joshua better, is because Joshua is able he's able to change himself. Like he's able to change his ways of fighting. That's going to help him win a fight. With Tyson, you know, like I'm not saying that this is the best example, but like with his 3 fights with Wilder, like, you know, maybe this is just more an opinion and maybe not an expert opinion. I just think he didn't really change anything, but that's only because of who his opponent was. Like Wilder has no skill. I've said it yesterday, and everyone knows it. Like Wilder has no skill. He has no IQ. He has no footwork. So, and this is what I was trying to say yesterday. Like this is the first time Tyson has fought someone who is skilled, who's going to, like, well, I wouldn't say expose him, but he's going to make him think a lot more than this is just something that was so new to him. This is why I feel that Usyk is the best heavyweight, and he is the best ring IQ and has the best punch selection in heavyweight boxing.
Max, what's your view on Akai TV saying that Wilder knocks out Usyk?
Oh my god, dude! I fucking hate Akai, dude. I mean, I don't know if Nuki remembers.
I just called him on X.
At one point, I'm not gonna lie, I'm embarrassed to admit this. I told this to Nuke. I don't expect him to remember, but at one point, I believed everything he was saying. But that's because he had.
Oh, did we lose him?
I don't know.
Oh man,
you know, bro.
We lost him. He was so mad that we lost him.
So low key, I'm not gonna lie, he had me fooled for a long time. I actually believed everything he said, but like the good thing about myself is I'm actually always keeping an open mind. So I was able to catch like, wait, what the fuck is he saying about like Canelo doing like this European tour, all this stupid shit? I'm like, wait, what? And the thing that pissed me off with him was that Canelo never fought black fighters. Like, dude, I could count like 5 of them off the top of my head. Well, 6 if you include Jermell now, but Oh God, I hate
And he
that dude.
fought
That
Mayweather,
dude
who was
just
like the #1 fighter at the time.
All right, let me state this one. Usyk #1 pound for pound, according to my brother Noe. Two-time undisputed and becoming undisputed in the most prestigious and toughest division in boxing history. Fury is a fraud. Sorry, fellas. Is Tyson Fury a fraud?
No, get out,
Nah,
Noah.
nah,
No,
nah,
you're
nah.
on crack.
He ain't on fraud,
Yeah.
and don't say sorry
Can
to us,
you hear me?
dumbass. Sit your ass
Yeah.
down.
Can you hear me?
In some ways, I agree with Noe. He's not a fraud. Like, he's still very good, but I'm not sure he's as good as people were claiming him to be. Like,
No, he's not a fraud.
He's not a fraud.
He's not a fraud. He lost the close
But
fight.
he's not
Yeah,
a
he's not a fraud.
fraud, and
He's
he's
not
as
a
good as
fraud.
he is.
That's a crap pipe statement.
Nah, he's as
From
good
Noah.
as
I'm
he is. Tell
sorry.
him,
No,
tell him
he's
to
not a
keep that
fraud.
same
Yeah,
energy.
you
Sit
don't
your
keep the
dumb
same
ass
energy.
down.
That's a crap pipe
No,
comment.
that is. He's taking it too far. He's not a fraud.
Yeah.
He was claiming he was the greatest heavyweight of all time, bro. People were saying that.
Listen, he's not eating the Snickers with the vein on it. He's eating the payday with all the nuts.
Come on, Noah. That's a crap pipe. Next
That's
time you're on the
crazy.
live, I'm going to cook you for that.
Oh yeah.
No,
Get on
they
channel.
really want some smoke on that. And this one is salute to my brother Pharaoh. This one's addressed to Hit Kid. He said, if you have seen the Inouye fight last month, he got knocked down by a simple hook. What makes you think Inouye will survive Tank Davis?
Are you fucking kidding me, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, I want you on here if you're not able to get on. Let me explain. He got caught with a good punch from Neri, a good overhand right hook. Okay, I'll fully admit he wasn't. He knew exactly where he was once the hook landed. He knew he was in the fight. He wasn't truthfully hurt. Checked his legs, fought. I'm a bit unstable. Just grabbed a hold of him for like 10 seconds. As soon as he got hold, made sure he had his legs under him. He wasn't truthfully, like buzzed or anything.
Listen.
Went on to dominate the fight against Neri. What the fuck is Pharaoh smoking?
Hey, I agree with you 100%. Pharaoh, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's a big weight difference there, but remember, it ain't about how hard you get hit. It's about how you get up and win that fight, bro.
And it's Tank ever been in with a puncher?
Everybody's always gonna go down. The toughest dude is always gonna hit the campus, right? It's how they get up.
Something as
how
well.
they get up and win the fight. How
Serious
you finish.
question. Has Tank ever been in with a puncher who has KO power
I don't think so.
in his
I
career?
mean, technically Ryan Garcia, but that's it.
Yeah, but it was a weight drain. Weight drain.
There was a rehydration card. Anybody to fight with that rehydration shit to me is a setup. It's a setup from tanking them. Just like he put the ghost on a rehydration too. That's crazy. But I still got Ghost busting his ass wide open. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But go ahead anyway.
What excuses do you think they'll make if Ghost beats Tank? What excuses do you think they'll make if Ghost beats Tank? Do you think LDB
if Ghost beats Tank, I want Pharaoh in here to apologize.
And Pharaoh, I dropped the link for you, my brother. If you ever want to get on the floor and say anything to Hit Kid, you're more than welcome, my brother. I would love to see that debate between Hit Kid and Pharaoh. That would be absolutely legendary. I know he responded back and said, laughing my ass. Okay, not a fraud, but he met his match.
I agree on that. I will agree.
That sounds good.
That's no problem.
Fuck, man.
I just think the fraud comment was too far.
I completely hear you, mate.
Now, and to my brother's credit, some people were still saying that Tyson Fury was the greatest heavyweight that's ever lived up to this point. Some people were saying that, and I didn't agree with that. But I in no way, shape, or form think Tyson Fury's a fraud. I think he's an excellent fighter, and I think that if he would have got one judge saw him winning today.
Can I say this? If Usyk would have stopped him and sent it to hell in round 9, then there would have been a bit of credence to Noah's comment. If Usyk would have sent him to hell in round 9.
Could everybody on this panel justify if the ref would have waved it off? Would you have been okay with that?
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't have.
Honestly, I was worried for his health. I thought he was in a. Honestly, sometimes that accumulation of punches when you're like completely out like that someone does not make it out of the ring, and I was worried for Fury at various points because he was out on his legs entirely, and Usyk was landing these clean hard shots to his head. Right?
I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay with that, even though it was whatever it is. I know he didn't. Thank God it kept me on the edge of my seat. Great fight. We paid for what we watched for. It was a beautiful thing. I'm glad it happened. That referee was better than Harvey Cox.
Oh, I fucking.
That's my boy.
I think the Noe that's always on our
boy.
panel is a different
Bro, that's
Noe.
my boy.
He said salute, fellas.
Hey, Luke, I have a question.
Harvey Cox is my boy, bro. Come on.
Harvey Cox. Just said that's his boy. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's that Haney nigga.
Let me ask you guys this last one. Let me ask you this last
Oh
one.
man.
This is the most important one I got. And this is one that I feel, but everybody on the panel might not feel this way. John says it was a close fight that could have gone both ways. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? I agree.
I
You
agree.
guys might disagree.
I agree.
I agree.
No, I 100% disagree.
If it wasn't for the, yeah, it was a close fight. If it wasn't for that knockdown, the broken nose knockdown, or him stop and give him the point, yeah, it could have went anyway though.
No, it was a
Actually,
clear
it could have
Usyk
gone
win.
either way.
I
It
thought it
okay,
was.
you can say it was close, but it was a clear Usyk win. Like I don't think.
No,
Honestly,
It,
I
it,
think
it,
you
was,
said
it was close.
I think I wouldn't have been mad with a draw. I wouldn't have been. I had Fury a point up on my card, but I have absolutely zero problem with what do you call it, with Usyk winning, because I think he deserved it on the night. It was close. Do I think it's? It's not a robbery either way, as Nuke said. I think it's totally a fair decision.
Now,
Fair square. That's
Who
it.
do you guys
It's
got
a great
between
fight.
Spence and Fedora?
hold on 1 second before we get to this one. Zero Cool says this. I just got it because this one, it just seems crazy to me. Zero Cool says it was not close at all. Murky Waters, you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with him entirely. I think it was a close fight, but I don't think there's any universe that Fury won that fight. Like there wasn't. Like he won the knockdown, right? I think he won 4 rounds, right? But clearly, I think Usyk won the other ones and the knockdown on top of that.
I was nice enough and gave 5 rounds here in the house because everybody kept arguing me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all one more round. I said I'm gonna give y'all 1 round, and then before the decision, everything I said he's gonna win by 1 point. I kept pointing 1 point around the house. Everybody thought it was crazy. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point.
Me and Nuke had it. We had it level going into the last round.
Let's give Tyson Fury 5 rounds.
Just give
He
it
still
to
got
him.
knocked down. So that's 2
Give it to him.
points.
With the
It's a wrap,
knockdown, we
bro.
had it level going into the last round, didn't we, Nuke? I believe when we were talking about it.
This is how I had it. Like Melina, Fury won the 12th and the 11th, and could have been given to either way. In my opinion, I agree with that. But I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people.
He won the 12th, yeah, because he had Usyk out in the 12th. I'm surprised he didn't jump on him.
Okay.
Yo, I'm not even gonna say that here on this panel. These niggas might throw me out. My son is wild.
Who in your opinion wins the rematch? I don't think I mean, I do admit I kind of hopped on the podcast late, so I've never really heard your response. I'm just curious. Who do you have in the rematch if they were to run it back?
In the rematch right now, I mean, I could really see it either way, but I'm a favor Fury. I think he's just gonna. I think he's in any mistakes that he made in the first fight. I think he's gonna clean up, and I think he had complete control of the first fight up until the point where Supreme said he got his nose broke when he got really hurt really bad. And if he also broke Usyk's jaw, I think he's going to take a lot of data from this fight and he's going to come back stronger and better. But I could be wrong. I was wrong the first time. I thought that he was going to stop Usyk. Usyk changed my entire viewpoint of this fight, and he almost stopped Fury. And you could have legitimately make an argument that he did stop Fury, and it just wasn't called. So I have no problem with either guy winning. I like them both. I think they're both excellent. But I'm leaning towards Fury right now. But I could be wrong.
Nuke, I guess, like, I don't necessarily disagree with that opinion, but are you taking into account the beating he took in round 9 and how that will affect his mentality? Not only his mentality, but his, like, someone takes that type of beating, right? They're never exactly the same, right?
Yeah,
this man had his eyes rolled in the back of his head multiple times.
Yeah, that's the X factor, because that's why I could change my prediction later down the line. I mean, I'm going to come back and look at the fight a few times, but I think when the guy's eyes is like that and he couldn't even defend himself,
bro, that's true.
I don't even know what to say about that, man. Like, that was like insane. Like, and Deontay Wilder didn't even do that today.
He was about to start talking in the ring right there.
And honestly, Usyk's not known to be a power puncher, so we might be seeing Tyson Fury's punch resistance at 0. Remember, he got knocked down by fucking MMA fighter, bro.
Yeah, he didn't take that fight seriously. I get it. I get what y'all saying.
But he still got his shit rocked, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think his punch resistance might be gone. Maybe those Deontay Wilder knockdowns, they took it out of him and we just never noticed.
Because he used to lay him flat on his ass. Yeah, you're right.
I got a terrible comment right here. The
I
amazing
read
Q
it.
said this is a
We
robbery.
got a Tank Davis
IBF.
fangirl.
And then he's also talking about the Madden Ravens. First off, man, you got to stop meat riding Tank Davis. That's the first thing you got to do. Stop putting some pictures with this man. You must be eating a Snicker with the dick.
Oh shit! I thought that was Clarissa Shields, bro.
And look, man, there was no way, shape, or form of robbery at all in this fight. So, I mean, this is probably one of the stupidest comments I've seen. No robbery at all. Give Usyk all the credit in the world. He did the job tonight.
Yeah. Sit your dumb ass down, amazing motherfucker you are.
I agree.
He's gonna sit down and take flat.
Jesus says, I caught the live late, but Usyk is the best heavyweight of this era, 100%. Had my money on Fury, but I am still glad Usyk made history. Salute to everyone. And I could not agree with Jesus more because that's
I like
exactly
that.
how I feel right now. I thought Fury was going to win. Usyk made history, the best heavyweight of this era. I can't hate. This is a great moment for boxing, and I witnessed one of the best fights that I've ever seen. Look, the last time we had an undisputed heavyweight champion was when Hit Kid was swimming in some man's nutsack.
When I was 4 years old, watching it. 4 years old as a kid.
Hit Kid, it was when White Castle was a project. Before White Castle White Castle was a project.
Probably.
That's how long it was.
I thought Hickey was 75, bro. How old are you, Hickey?
Just I don't get how people saying, I'll be getting a new headset this week, so this is the last time you have to listen to me with a shitty over too loud headset.
And somebody show Pharaoh some love, because I know you roasted him all day today, but Pharaoh is literally saying there was no robbery in this fight.
Oh no, I agree. I totally agree with Pharaoh. There was no robbery. We the boxing fans won. We as boxing fans won.
Hey, be honest. Y'all know, be honest. When they started fighting round 1, round 2, did it almost looked like Tyson was toying with him, right?
Yeah.
Round 1, Fury took. I gave 2 and 3 to Usyk, but then from round 4 onwards, he was toying with him for a bit.
I thought that was nervous energy, to be honest with you. I thought he was nervous.
I thought he realized too much in the first round.
I think he realized once his nose got broken, right? I don't think he got broken, but once he got hit, I think he realized, oh shit, this is fucking for real, right?
now it's happening. No more shaking in the corner.
Yeah.
No that was the fight. That was the punch that changed the fight. Was the nose breaking punch?
Was the nose break? I'm telling you. Once I saw that man, I was like, this man is gone. He's out of here. It's over. It is over. And
he wasn't twerking in the streets like Deontay. He wasn't twerking in the streets anymore.
You mean he was twerking like Tank?
Yeah.
I mean like Tank?
Yeah.
He was twerking like I was twerking on Diddy, bro.
Legitimately, if that shot, if that shot to the nose doesn't happen, there's no knockdown. I'm sorry, there ain't a knockdown for Usyk coming if that shot to the nose doesn't happen. But that's the credit to Usyk, how he made the adjustment, to get that shot off. That's the praise I have to give to Usyk.
And I timed it good. In your inbox hit, no Diddy. I don't know if you want to take a look at that footage real quick. There's a footage somewhere floating around saying Usyk took an inhaler in the middle of the fight. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
That legal?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that's legal because you could put anything in that inhaler.
I don't know.
Even the real inhaler. That's not allowed in most sports.
I don't know if that's an actual they took this but I don't know. I sent it to you, Hitman. The amazing said Odell Beckham Jr., Tank Davis. This dude right here. The link been dropped, pussy. Come on,
get on, get on, you
get on, bitch, get on.
and look at that. Does that look like an inhaler, or am I tripping? And Pharaoh says, glasses guy. If I can see his name, he knows this boxing. Oh man!
So here's the deal: it's either an inhaler or it's his gun shield being put back in. I think it's his gun shield being put back in, but I can't definitively say. It looks like an inhaler, though. I can't.
Let's see it. Do you have a picture?
Yeah, I can't post.
It's like a weird image, but it could be something else. It's like his team is blocking it, but he pulled whatever the object is away from his face. Looks like.
I thought I seen that shit too. You
guys sounded like Deontay Wilder after
I'm not making this. I'm just saying.
No, you just got sent this. Here we go. I'm gonna send it.
That does look a little suspect, bro.
That looks like an inhaler.
Yeah, I'm
Here's
No,
not
it could be
saying
legal by the commission.
manipulation.
Let's be clear. It could be legal in Saudi.
No, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. That's why I'm asking. It looks like an inhaler. I'm not
I
making
also
excuses. Usyk won the fight.
No,
Trust me,
I
I'm
I
also
not
think it's
saw
the
them
water
put
making
something
bottle,
in the
bro.
excuses,
freezer.
bro.
a water bottle. So
I
what? They
saw them
giving it
put.
to him like a hamster?
uh, and a dude had a profile pic with Tank on his left, Diddy on his right, out in a Snickers in his pocket. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dog.
Nah, he roasted your ass, man. That dude sitting there, got a picture of Tank, got a big ass Snicker in his pocket.
In his back pocket.
And
In his
yo,
back
and he
pocket.
also got a payday. Don't forget the payday with the nuts in his mouth.
And it's in his back pocket.
Nah, dude, that looks like a zippy water bottle, bro. The ones that you just sip out of.
Fair
The
enough.
inhalers are.
I don't know what it is for you. You can't fully see what it is.
Okay. And so I've consulted with a few other people. Some people said it was a gum shield. Other people were saying that it was an inhaler. It can be used, and a lot of fighters use it. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully there's clarity to that at some point. But as nobody in any way, shape, or form is implying this man cheated in any way. So
No,
No.
not a
I don't
chance.
know. I saw them put something in the Fury's water. I don't know, man.
Oh my God! Come on, we're not making wilder excuses now.
His bodysuit was too heavy.
Hey, do you think now that Fury had lost this fight, that he's probably going to do the exact same thing that him? Because the fact that he said that he was raw from this fight is starting to speak like if he's going to start doing the same thing. I mean, maybe I'm just making. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, honestly, I
He's
think
gonna
that's
start. He's gonna
embarrassing
start. He's
for.
gonna start.
I think that's embarrassing, bro, for Fury. I think that's crazy that he
I
would.
thought it was. I thought it
Well,
was disgusting what Fury said after the fight.
yeah,
Like
well, because it's.
I get it's heat to the
I mean,
it's
it's
heat
just
to the
kind of
moment.
crazy that. Yeah, I get it.
So
It's the heat of the moment. I mean, I'm hoping
heat
that
of
it's
the
just
moment,
only the
I
heat
can
of the moment.
say you can say in a close fight, oh, I feel like I got robbed. Okay, that I can understand. What I hated was the fact he said, oh, they gave him the decision because there's the war going on in this country and all that. No,
He did
well,
say
Oh
that,
yeah,
right?
no,
yeah,
That was
that's
that's
his
a
fucked up,
disgusting
bro.
comment.
that's what I mean. That's why he's kind of putting it as I got screwed over. So that means
That's
I
fucked up.
clearly won the fight. So if they gave him the fight because there's a war going on in his country, that means I deserve the fight. He didn't even have a chance at winning. And it's almost like you're saying it's a robbery. I mean, I don't see
Yeah, he is.
the Fury
I
saying that.
wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
doubt
Well,
that
that's
Fury
what I
starts
mean. If
twerking
he's
at the press
using all those
conference.
excuses, then it just sounds like he's going to start doing what Wilder did. And here's my thing: when Wilder fought Fury for two more times, Wilder was already mentally defeated into those fights. And going back to the question, who's going to win the second fight? I mean, I'm taking everything into consideration, his mind game
I'm gonna,
as well as everything. So if he's going to be making excuses from this point on, going into their second fight, assuming they have one, I think now going back to that old question, I'm going to favor Usyk a little bit more strongly now because I feel like if Usyk would have lost, he would have. I feel like he would have had a more of a comeback fight than any other fighter. That's I mean, yeah,
Fury's
he's
gonna
more
start
that's
twerking
just
humble.
at the
what.
press conference. Watch.
What?
Okay.
Sorry, you guys. I don't know if you
No,
guys can hear me. Can you?
he's more humble. He would have took that L and would have probably said, thank my country, thank my people. I work hard, but I'm here. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fight Tyson again. You know what I mean? I don't think he would have went
Yeah.
around and said, I was gonna go to like really get hot and be on some, I hate this country or whatever the case may be. I got robbed. He's real humble. He's a humble dude. I don't think he would have done that, but for Tyson,
No, I know. I don't.
saying those crazy
No,
things is
that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. I know that
That's
Usyk
crazy.
wouldn't have done that because he's always been a
Yeah.
humble man. This whole press tour, he's nothing but been humble. But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Tyson could possibly go down that rabbit hole like fucking Wilder did. I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
all that time Tyson doing all that shaking and baking in the ring, he should have been throwing punches. That's the fuck he
Fury,
should have
Yep.
been doing.
and Pharaoh says the guy with the beard. Salute to Pharaoh. And Pharaoh, Hit Kid finally agreed with you. The People's Opera says there's only one who slander Usyk. The Tyson
I
Fury.
can't believe.
So we gotta give him his jingle, man. We gotta give him a jingle. And this just in, breaking news, Hit Kid, breaking news. His Excellency wants to make Usyk Canelo next. I'm just joking.
Yo, crazy.
It ain't April Fools anymore, brother.
Pharaoh says Kid is being right, but Usyk did win easily. Hit Kid. This
Oh,
is
I
what
don't think it was easily.
It wasn't an easy fight for him, but
It
he
wasn't
won.
an
But
easy.
it
He
was
won
not
the
an
fight,
easy
but it
fight.
wasn't an easy
I
fight.
think he's saying
Hell no.
clearly though. Like me, I think he's saying clearly. I think he may have missed.
He's saying it's a clear win. He's saying that's why the bearded motherfucker is right. He's humble and he knows.
I think we should just all be humble as boxing fans because we just saw a great fight.
Yeah.
I do think this is one of the best fights, and I'm very.
And I think we're going to get an even better
Fight ever,
rematch.
seriously. Honestly, this is like the best. This is the best third fight we've had in a row. Like we had Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, then Canelo Munguia. Now this fight, like
Oh man,
I mean, I felt
don't
like
remind me
damn,
about
this
that.
is like shit. We're
Yo,
3
this
and
is an
3 as
upset
fans
world.
ourselves,
It's an
man.
upset year. It's an upset year. I'm calling it out. I'm telling you, everything's gonna be upset year. It's happening.
Well,
Everybody got to realize it's being an
we got
upset
another
year.
fight tonight. We still have
Oh,
another
no,
fight
it's
tonight.
right.
We have the
Is there an
Navarrete
upset
fight
tonight?
going on.
Is there an
with-
upset tonight?
Yeah, Navarrete.
Navarrete
Yeah,
is on
yeah.
tonight.
Navarrete and Fiore.
The Navarrete fight's on, ain't he? He might get beat tonight, which will be hilarious.
We shall see. We
Holy
shall
shit, I
see.
forgot about that.
I'm gonna let you guys get in your final comments real quick, man. We're gonna get off of here, man. Anything you guys want to say before we get out here?
Oh
One
yeah,
last thing,
I would like to
one
go
last-
first. I never really gave my pound for pound list. I know you. I did hear you ask that question late earlier. Can I? I have. I got Usyk as number 1 pound for pound heavyweight. You know, I have Inoue. I have Canelo, and believe it or not, I have Better BF as number 4.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. at all.
Nice. I like that. It's sweet. Yeah, nice.
I had Crawford at number 5, but you know what? Like I get that he's 2-time undisputed, good for him. But like, to me, you don't ride off of one victory and then just live off of that. At least all these other guys like that I just mentioned. I mean, Better BF is a different story though, because I know he's hurt. But the other guys, like what? They're grinding, they're working their asses off. They don't piggyback off of one win. And Crawford could have been number 4 in my personal list had he continued to fight or had his rematch. But that and all these guys, all these fanboys and fucking
One last
butt
thing.
crop. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
go,
what?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No. Yeah. So I go based off that list. So I mean, that's my personal pound for pound list. But that's my final comment.
That's a
Nice.
fair list.
I like it. I like that everybody has a different list here. I like that. Hey, this
Kevin,
is my pound for pound other list. Before I get out of here, it's the IBF, it's Head Kid, it's Supreme, it's the Money Water, it's Showbiz the Lap Dancer, and you got Southpaw the bitch. All right, peace out, my brother. I love each and every one of you. All right,
Salute Supreme.
Right.
One last thing though. What do you guys think with Spence Fundora? One last thing. That's my last thing.
I'm gonna pick Spencer now. When if that happens,
I'm picking Spence. I hope the fight doesn't happen because Spence doesn't deserve it.
Murky
He doesn't.
Honestly, it depends on if it's honestly like I'm not even sure that
We don't know
that
what Spence
Spence
looks
is
like.
okay. To be honest, like Spence looked.
I think he has brain damage.
Yeah, he looked gone, man. Honestly, in all his interviews before he fought Crawford, he looked gone, man. I don't know if he was just super high or something, but the man has always been a little slow. But if you look back in some of his interviews, like when he was doing the Crawford fight, like the prep and like the media, he looked like he was gone, man. And then especially after the fight, I don't know. Like I don't watch Fundora like that, so I know he's a decent fighter, right? He's just super long, got decent power, right? But Spence might just be gone. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think that
sure.
Spence has brain damage after the car accident, after that ass whooping that he took.
Hold on 1 second. One more question from Pharaoh. IBFP predictions later tonight. You guys want to go off on these predictions?
I'll go because I'm going to go, okay?
Okay.
I think upset special. I'm going to go with Supremia. Consider I've just noticed who, Navarrete is fighting. He's fighting Berichick, who was, in that fight for the year a few years ago. And here's the thing. Berichick, fellow Ukrainian. That guy right now is going to be feeling high as a kite seeing Usyk win.
Yep.
He might be too high,
countryman and all. Could be too high, but also this is Berichick's the natural, 135er. This is Navarrete moving up, as we all know. So I think those two things. I think we have an upset tonight. I'm going to go Berichick.
Woo! What about you, Murky Waters?
Honestly, I think for me, Navarrete gets it. To be honest, I do think he may be the more skilled fighter. But honestly, I think given that he's moving up, it could be an upset. I think that's possible. I don't think Navarrete is that good, but I think given what I've seen at his original weight class, I think he'll pull off the win. Maybe KO.
What about you, Devin?
I got Navarrete.
I got Navarrete as well, but I would not be surprised at an upset. This is going to be a great fight. This is going to be an excellent fight. In Murky Waters, what were your last comment of the day?
Now, I just want to say thank you, Nuke, for hosting this. I think it was an amazing fight, great post fight live stream, and I've been watching for a while, and it's been nice to finally hop on here.
Absolutely, man.
One more thing to say. Winner of that fight, food for Lomachenko, because they're probably doing the unification fight with the WBO and the IBF title. Top ranking at this fight.
Makes me scared. Just hearing the Lomachenko name makes me scared, bro. That's why I ducked him.
My brother Pharaoh says I agree. Navarrete wins, and all of you guys, Pharaoh, Murky Waters, Hit Kid, Devin, all you guys leave a comment in the video. I will make all of you guys, moderators on the chat going forward, so I can always make sure I add you guys to the live stream. So Pharaoh, Hit, Murky, Devin, everybody, go ahead, leave your comment after this, and I'll make you guys moderators. Salute until the next time. Keep the same energy, fellas.